Okay, so my name is Sunny Threlkeld, and I'm the founder and leader of the New Earth Project. And so, before I get into the New Earth Project and start talking about all the details in the New Earth Academy and all those details, I first want to mention, I mean, as you know, there is a great conscious shift. There's this big awakening that is currently happening on planet Earth, and we're going through this ascension process that is only going faster and faster as each day goes by. And so we started off, since we're all light workers here. If you're watching this video, you're obviously a light worker, star seed. We started off, we were all put in different parts of the world to create and hold this light workers grid. And we're all these individual pockets of light all over the world. And as we go along this ascension event, we're being more called towards coming together into the physical and uniting as light workers within the physical and in the digital realm as well. And so there's just so much potential and so many different things that we can do to help this ascension of process and raise the vibration of Earth. And we could be doing a lot more as conscious creators and star seeds, light workers. There's a lot more we can do, especially when we are united. Whenever we are united, we become an unstoppable force. There's strength in unity. It's super cool, like how we're very powerful individually, but when we come together, we become this unstoppable force. And that's kind of the main goal of the New Earth Project, is to unite the light workers together, to bring this grid closer together, and to be able to unite in the physical realm and converge into this big ball of light that is affecting the vibration of the entire planet. And so that's kind of what the New Earth Project is. The New Earth Project is a central platform for creators to be able to share their gifts. And that's kind of just a small part of it, because the New Earth Project is so much more, and there's so many things and aspects that are going to be a part of it. It essentially is it's the structure that's going to help facilitate and create New Earth within the physical realm. Now, I'm talking about having events, having our own piece of property where we're able to have a retreat center, a school for spiritual, like a mystery school for developing spiritual abilities, and having an entire and being completely self-sustaining through the use of permaculture. And there's so many different things that we can do when we unite as creators. We can host festivals, retreats, conferences, concerts even, and really hold the space and hold in and lock in that vibration for New Earth. And so there's so here's how we're going to get how are we going to get there? Because obviously there's a process and there's steps necessary that we must take to be able to get to seeing that vision of us being able to walk around on our own piece of land and hosting events and creating community within the physical, where hundreds of people are able to live there at a time. And so it's a very long process, but it starts with one thing, and it's uniting as creators, as conscious creators. And we do that. We display unity through, and we unite through coming together and digitally first, and having these Zoom calls where we go and live stream. We get all of our followers in there. We're talking about a certain subject. We're doing meditations, breathwork sessions through all these different live streams, and really showing that the creators, especially on TikTok, are united, because there are so many. And we have seen this big TikTok revolution happen, especially in this big push of spirituality and this higher demand for spiritual content and such, and spiritual knowledge and wisdom. And so we can take this thing to the next level. We can take this awakening on TikTok and throughout the whole world to the next level. And that's through uniting in the physical and hosting events, retreats, and things of that nature. And so another thing that is going to help us be able to display unity and bring a lot of value to people that are just awakening, and people that are even along their awakening process already, because we're seeing more and more people wake up every day, and some people are like really confused on where to go. All right, so let me get into it. So the New Earth Academy is the New Earth. I'll touch on base on this a little bit later, but a New Earth Academy, where a central location where we're able to display all of our services and such. But also creating digital community through Discord and Telegram to help unite and bring our followers and such closer together, and to be able to say yeah. And then obviously online digital community events like community Zoom calls with our followers and things like that. And then so here's some things that we need to, here are positions that are going to be need to be filled to be able to reach this point where we're able to have this massive following on social medias and being able to facilitate and be able to create these events in the physical. And this all starts digitally first, obviously. So we'll need things such as community managers, moderators, social media managers, podcast slash live stream hosts. So we're able to host multiple podcasts slash live streams in a day. Say, for example, like we'll just have like a bunch of different events going on at once and having so much to choose from, giving our followers so much to choose from. And so we'll need software developers and programmers, obviously, for all the different applications that we're going to be running, such as websites, even apps, like a literal app that you can buy on the App Store and things like that. And then graphic designers, video editors, and teachers for the academy, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And then a content team that's going to help facilitate and deliver content on a daily basis to help bring eyes onto our movement and what exactly we are doing. And then this is a individual incentive. Why? Because you're asking yourself, why should I be a part of this? So obviously you get to be a part of something that is bigger than all of us. And you get the, also through that, since we're all coming together and uniting on one page, one social media platform, and one platform in general, we're using each other as leverage to build up our own individual brands, because maybe like my followers that I have on my own individual account have no idea about Campton and who he is and his messages. And through this platform, they might be able to find him and they find that they resonate with him so deeply, and he's able to provide all this knowledge for them. That wouldn't be able to happen if a platform like this didn't exist. And so being a part of this New Earth project also will give you access to being able to participate in all these beautiful and loving virtual and physical events. So now I'm going to get into the New Earth Academy, which is going to be, okay, so as we're going through this revolution, this great conscious shift, we're seeing revolutions in all different types of categories and niches. And one of that is being education. And the education revolution is here, and and we're seeing the entire landscape change for all that, since like we didn't learn jack in the main school system. I wish I could have learned about like meditating and upgrading my spiritual abilities and such, but we didn't get that. So the New Earth Academy is aiming to fix that. And I'm going to pass it off to Campton real quick he's going to kind of go in depth and bring this vision to life.
Yeah, thank you, Sunny. Beautiful explanation and encouragement. So the New Earth Academy, sponsored by the New Earth Project, is an endeavor to like pump out these spiritual individuals, awaken them, crack open the minds of the Western matrix, and infuse them with the tools that allow their fullest human potential to flourish. And that's what we all deserve. I think it's a right to live. It's a right to be educated. It's a right to flourish and connect with your community. And I think community is so huge for us mammals, us tribal species. And once we get that right, once we can interact with each other and forgive and have leeway and have empathy and kindness and open-mindedness and critical thinking, I think we would be more healthy as a society. Even if this isn't select populations or communities, it would still be worthwhile to infuse many more people with this knowledge than we currently are. And I think that starts with the people who grew up with the most adversity in terms of the things that need change in the world, and that's us kids. And We're the best ones to do it, and it's happening. It's how it's meant to happen, and it's a great gift to be a part of that. So establishing the New Earth Academy is also a great honor and humbling experience for me. And I just want to bring you the best tools available for spirituality and a modern way of looking at things, and the synergy that's found in between with your own subjective experience. And yeah, I hope to fire out as many of these individuals as possible with the Academy. So thanks, Sunny.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on the more like a longer term vision of the New Earth Academy and how it coincides with the New Earth Project and creating this physical property. We could literally build the first physical like like on a large scale spiritual school where we're able to teach all these different things, where I can go and learn about astral projection. I can go live at this academy for 3 months and train on astral projection, or learn yoga or something like anything along those lines, and be able to learn permaculture and how to be self-sustaining and such. And so the potential with this is truly, it's, we don't even know like how big this can actually get, where it could get to the point where we have thousands of schools like this all across the world, all these spiritual schools across the world. So and we can do this. This is within like the realm of like anything is possible in New Earth. In 5D New Earth, all of our dreams come to reality. And but obviously it takes work and dedication to get there, but we're doing this. We're making this happen. We're creating the new Earth together. And so I'm going to go into the New Earth Academy a little bit more and talk more about the details of it. Exactly. So obviously we can't yet get to that physical place yet. So we're going to start digitally. So we'll start off by doing live streams and such, into live streams and Zoom calls, and creating different videos centered around any of our expertise, such as yoga, breathwork, Kundalini, um, Reiki, anything like that. And so we'll start off with that. And then as we start to build um, credibility and such, and bringing teachers and getting people that want to be a committed teacher, we're creating a central location, a central library, where a central location where where if you are interested in being a teacher, you can offer your skills and offer your services and gifts to the world. And so the importance of a central location and central library for all this to take place is, so say Campton is teaching a class on, I don't know, let's say the nervous system, and Bruno teaches a class about sacred geometry. And this is without the central platform. Some of Bruno's followers they're able to get access to that sacred geometry class, but they have no idea about the class about nervous system. And so if it's all in one central location, it makes everything so much more accessible, and all this knowledge is in one place. And not only that, but Bruno's followers are able to reach Campton, and Campton's followers are able to reach Bruno's. So it builds up our own individual services as well, since we're uniting, coming into one central location. And so like the main goal of this academy is obviously to help accelerate this ascension journey, but what's going to come along with this is what I really see this being a platform where we're able to go full time and fully commit to sharing our services / gifts with the world. When we're uniting like this and creating the central location for things, we're exponentially increasing the momentum for this ascension. And so the demand for spiritual wisdom, content, knowledge, classes, etc., is going through the roof. The demand is only getting more and more and more and more as each day passes by. And so that's what this New Earth Academy is aiming to do. It's aiming to be the supply to that demand, you know? So we are aiming to help especially aiming helping those that are just beginning to awaken. Because I don't know about you guys, but I sure as hell know that I would have loved to have this a platform like this whenever I was beginning to awakening, where I was searching for all these answers, but I didn't know where to look. I didn't know where to go. And that's what the New Earth Academy is aiming to provide with this. And so how are we going to get there? Because obviously there's going to need structure and organization, and we don't quite have it all figured out yet. Yeah, but we're going to be running trial runs, obviously. And so here is the basic structure that we're going to have going here. So we'll group people together that are in a similar niche like yoga, breath work, sound healing, manifestation, etc. And then we'll be able to host live streams with all these different groups. Like say the yoga people are going to host a live stream Wednesday, and we'll also do events where we live streams and events where we're all like mixed in together and such. And then so by grouping together like this and getting you in contact with people that are in the similar niche as you, many things can breed from this. So say for example, I'm in this breathwork group, and we generally create breathwork content, and we are providing services that have to do with breathwork. And so in this breathwork group, the group can then go ahead and create their breathwork masterclass where they're teaching all these different types of breathwork routines, like Wim Hof and such. And so that's just one little thing of the full potential and of what this can actually be. And I also had this idea, this little idea I had was an Awakening 101 course, that like a foolproof course that can help people. That's going to help people that are first awakening and first getting introduced to spirituality and the metaphysical realm. And in this course, we'll combine all of our groups. We'll bring all of our knowledge and wisdom together from yoga, breathwork, etc., sacred geometry, all the experts like that. Bring them all together to create this master course that's going to help people that are first awakening, and even people that are already on their ascension path. And that's kind of the New Earth Academy. So that's what I got for right now. Do any of you guys have any questions at all, or any ideas that you would like to say, or anything at all? Nothing?
There we go. That was a wonderful. I do like the presentation. Thank you so much, Sonny, for giving that to us. I love the ideas, and I love the momentum that you're carrying with this, and I do see much potential. And I think that's maybe why my presence is here, is to see the dream help see the dream come to reality. Because as you mentioned, there's a lot of steps that needs to take to get to that point. And we've talked in the past about that, but I think you have a right idea about that. I think right off the bat, something that pinged in my ear right on when you mentioned Awaken 101 course. I don't know if it is or has been already, but if it isn't, it should be copywritten to the Academy.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
That could be your trademark thing, just like 16-minute abs. That could be the Awakening 101 course, or whatever you decide to title it. That would be I would go with that. But that's a great way to start that out and promote that out.
Awesome. Thanks, Ram.
Yes, thank you much. And I do apologize. I have to leave, but I will catch up with recording later, and I wish you all the best. Love for you all. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste, Ram.
Namaste, Ram.
Thank you. All right. Thank you for watching. If you have watched all the way to the end, as you can see, we have some very big things planned, and the potential for something like this is absolutely massive, where we're able to do all these physical events and such, and unite in the physical and have our own property and such. And if this is something that you want to be a part of, if you want to be a part of the New Earth Project and the New Earth Academy and all of that, there in the link below, there's a link down below in the description to join our Telegram chat, our Telegram group chat, of where we're kind of planning all these things and making things happen. So if you feel called to and if you resonate with everything that we're doing, feel free to join. We'll see you there.